Hi everyone! In this video, I want to share a very personal story about my struggles with ambition, anxiety, and feeling stuck, and how I've slowly started to build a solid foundation for my life again. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your own expectations or held back by fear, this might resonate with you. I'll also share some simple practices that have helped me move forward. So thanks for watching. So hi and welcome again to my video here about this topic of want to do everything, but that you are really not capable of doing anything because you are holding yourself back. I felt like that for many years. I want to give you a method that helped me to get over this. So I've always had big ambitions, and at the same time I felt small and insignificant, just like a second-class citizen, invisible and unworthy of the life that I knew that I'm capable of building. But what does it really take to build that life? I think it only recently started to sink in with me. So I've always thought that if I just pulled myself together, worked hard enough, became beautiful and healthy enough, and got 100% mentally well, then I would finally feel what I've been dreaming of feeling. The feelings of freedom, abundance, happiness, joy, and fulfillment, love. So I have always struggled with anxieties, something like social phobia, or this feeling that I have to hide, to be a hermit or a loner, so others won't discover how inadequate I really feel. So that's why my life has swung like a pendulum between huge ambitions and completely withdrawing from the spotlight. So yes, I have managed to accomplish some things. For example, I published a scientific paper, a scientific article, when I got my bachelor's degree in food science. I gave a talk at a health fair with a large audience, and I bought a large house out in the countryside with a small forest and a lake. So, but after publishing the article, I hid from the research community so they wouldn't see how useless I truly felt. And after the health fair, I was happy. It was finally over, and I promised myself I'd never do that again. And the big house, it turned out to be a romantic dream. Do you realize how much work it actually takes to maintain, renovate, and keep up a nearly 400 square meter house? I had no idea what I was getting into. But now we live here, and we've actually come to love it. Mostly because my husband is a very hardworking man, and he's good at fixing stuff and renovating. He's a builder, a constructor. And one day it will be just like I dreamt of. So I'm not quite that practical, but I help where I can. As you see, I help here with getting the wood. I didn't know myself. I did not honor my vulnerability, my sensitivity. I am not a person that just like that gives a big speech for a big audience. That totally ran me over. I put some goals that was unrealistic for me, and that I didn't really know that was good for me or that I really wanted. It was something that I just thought other people wanted, right? When your mind is as chaotic as mine has been, you need systems to achieve something sustainable and lasting. Even my master's degree in human nutrition, I haven't really used it for anything meaningful yet, because it requires effort and maintenance. Otherwise, those things that you have built up fade away, right? And becomes just a memory. So that's one of the biggest lessons life has taught me. I might have the papers, But if I don't own it in my heart, it's not truly mine because I don't take ownership, use it, or develop it. So now to the core, I've known for many years that titles, money, and such things don't bring happiness on their own, but only recently have I started to embody that knowledge, to ground it and feel it from the inside out. And because of that, I've also found an effective way to approach getting the life and feelings I want. So there are two parts to it. The first is simply sitting quietly for a minute and breathing, connecting with my dream, which nowadays isn't so materialistic, but more about specific feelings. For example, a feeling of fulfillment, freedom, and laughter or joy. So at the end, I set an intention for the day and say it out loud, like, today I will make clear decisions that connect me directly to fulfillment. And then I go on with my day. The second part is that when my anxiety, restlessness, or heaviness and feelings of unworthiness show up, I feel them, let them be there, and intentionally experience them. Instead of trying to make them go away and get rid of them, I see those feelings like a child that needs attention. So I acknowledge them, befriend them, and give them loving attention. They are a part of me and they deserve to be loved and accepted. I even try to explore them, go deeper into them, and then they usually dissolve. So this is how I transform heaviness, for example, one of my hardest feelings to transform. For me, it's a full-time job because heaviness is my greatest path toward the light when I manage to transform it. I've learned that if I do these two steps consistently, the morning calm and setting my intention daily, and the transformation of heaviness only when it arises, sometimes daily for a while, other times only weekly or monthly, then I live a completely different life without paralysis, without that heavy, anxiety and depression hanging over my head. And then the ambitions almost take care of themselves, meaning I don't hold myself back so much. And during the day, I suddenly find myself feeling deep meaning, fulfillment, and gratitude for my life and surroundings out of the blue. So I warmly recommend this method if you want to sustainably change the core feeling in your life. Bye-bye and have a beautiful life.